Welcome back to KB Rail.
Okay, as promised, I'm going to bring you some different content here. I'm going to show you some of the processes I use to get where I'm at on my layout. So, with that being said, we're going to continue on. Warning, this is not Godzilla, it's just my ugly mug. Now you have to put up with that as we go through this video. As you can see here, I've added a half-inch layer of styrofoam to the second deck. I decided to do that. This is just a Luan top on the top of this, and it also gives me a little bit more height on the fascia. I went to put the bill boxes on there, and they were just a tad too tall for the fascia that I had, so I decided might as well give myself a little bit more cushion. I'm just going to have to redo the fascia, but you'll see I do a transition here from the plywood, or Luan that is, up to the styrofoam. And then eventually later on in the video, you'll see I also raised a few of the industries up. The coal mine here, this is the area where the coal mine goes. And over at the meatpacking plant and the power plant is also going to be raised up. And you'll see the process as we go along through here. This is a special, supposedly special styrofoam glue. It won't harm the styrofoam or attack it. I bought into it, and I should have known. I've used Jello, the Titebond, on styrofoam pieces before. It's not the first time I've used styrofoam in the layout, and it didn't seem to ever affect it at all. There are some things that the styrofoam will outgas. It attacks it, but the Titebond does not. And you'll see here later on in the video, I did a few tests, and it turned out just fine. So with all that being said, we're going to go through most of this video in fast speed. And here we go. Alright, this is where I first put the yellow glue on a piece of styrofoam to test it. And I do want to tell you that the styrofoam comes with a plastic film on both sides of it. You do need to remove that. If you don't, things will only stick to that, and it's possible that your finished product will not stick. Okay, we're going to get ready to wrap this video up. Going to do a little flyover, and you'll see here the coal breaker. See how it transitions up from the Luan up, and then from there up to the coal breaker. And this isn't all set in stone where I want this track, but it's pretty close. Come on down here, you'll see the two bridges that are going to cross the creek going into the Koppers industry. I haven't decided the track plan here through that area. I might have to build the building first. And this corner down here is going to be my oil facility. This leads into the yard. And I haven't quite decided how many tracks I'm going to put in there and exactly what I'm going to do. But it'll come to me as we go. I kind of do some of this on the fly. And there's the turntable and the roundhouse, and you can see that the main in the front there goes around. It's going over top that corner, but I'll put something underneath there for support. And this is going up to the packing plant, to the front of the packing plant, and then behind the packing plant. It'll go through a couple sidings there maybe, and then down to the power plant here. You can see I transition back down to the Luan, just to go in through the reverse loop, and whoops, these don't belong here. I'm just sitting there right now. There's some bill boxes and a curb turnout. But I do want to say thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.